Yeah, hi. Thanks for having us today. Rob and I will present you the augmented reality guidance for packaging system in our aftermarket kitting operations in Halle next to Leipzig, where we have a logistics center of Schaeffler. And yeah, before starting into the actual pilot, I would just introduce a bit of the aftermarket kitting operations. We have there inbound almost 3,000 pallets of kits and packaging material, but outbound is the more interesting, up to 3,500 pallets actually per day. And we have different stations there, so the pallets arrive and getting unpacked into our standard containers. Then the components get kit into the actual cartonage, the smaller ones, which go to the customer in the end. And then the interesting part comes the pick and label station, where they get consolidated into the handling units. And the process is as follows. The employee has a source box, it's named KLT, Kleinladungsträger in German, and a source pallet. And basically he can take there's only one type of kits on either, and he has to take from either and label them and put them into the sink. So the challenge is, you can imagine, maybe you have played Tetris back in the days, or maybe you're still playing it. The challenge is here in 3D Tetris with not just 5 types as with the traditional Tetris, but up to 200, 250 different dimensions of boxes. So that's quite a demanding task for the employee, and resulting in actually some inefficiency. So as I mentioned, he just knows the currently lining up kits and needs to pack them in the sink, but he doesn't know about the future, so he doesn't know what kits come next, so he can't properly prepare or pre-plan in the end, which results in a bad efficiency with the filling rate and also longer handling times, because he has to think about, okay, where should I place it? What happens also sometimes is that there's one box left, one kit, which doesn't fit anymore in the HU, so either he has to unpack again and repack more efficiently, or has to order another HU, which then in the end costs space in the truck. And with that being said, I would hand over to Rob. He's introducing the solution.
Thank you, Lucas. So how to solve the challenge here with AKO in Halle at Schaeffler is at first Schaeffler provides a software that will calculate the optimal filling rate of each big box, and that software will also calculate the exact position of each small box that needs to go into the big box. These locations are sent to our software, and we will dynamically then project the correct location of each box into the big box. At the same time, using the 3D sensor, we validate that the box is placed in the correct position. If it's in an incorrect position, it will be countermeasured and you will know to replace it. So then this will result in an improved handling time, so they will improve the handling time of packing each box and minimizing the repacking options. Sorry. And minimizing the repacking options. So in the next slide you can see the video of the AKO use case. So here you can see a colleague of Lucas placing the boxes and being guided by the Arkite system. So here you can see where it needs to go. When it's good, it will change to blue and it will validate it's in the correct position. And like that, you will fill the box. We will cut the video later on up to 70 centimeters, and we know in a 3D environment where each box is located. We can validate it.
So, but that's not actually our normal workstation. That's just a demonstrator. That's not how it looks like in our logistics center.
Indeed. So the project enters the pilot phase quite soon, and we are heading for roll out later this year, end of the year, more or less.
Yeah, with
that being said, so this is the team that we compiled. So it's a joint development between Schaeffler and Arkite. So of course there's the colleagues in AKO and Halle that's running the project over there. There is us that provide the software and the system. And then there's of course Advanced Production Technology, which is Lucas' team in Erlangen, close to Nuremberg, that made it work, actually, that made the first demos and so on, and installation. And today, of course, we would like to thank also the colleagues from Startup Autobahn to have us here and show it to you guys. Thank you.
Thank you very much.